Hi there.
Hi.
How you doing?
Been better.
Okay, so what brings you here today?
Well, kind of a long story.
I got nothing but time.
Well, all right. Like most things, started off innocently enough.
My buddy Dan wanted to meet me about a business prospect involving real estate.
The other week, I was flicking through cable late at night because I couldn't sleep, and I came across one of these infomercials, all right? And I know what you're saying. They're usually bullshit, but this one really hooked me. This guy, Carlton Sheets, had this thing, Wealth Without Risk. And he's just a scrub, just like you and me, making like 20 grand a year. You know, he's just a regular guy. And then he got into investment properties. And what he did is he got houses on land contract with little or no money down. He rented them out. He got one, then he got another, then he got another. And before he knew it, he had like a dozen of these rental houses. He increased his net worth over 400%. Anyway, I bought his tape for like 129 bucks. I want you to take it home tonight and look at it and read this too. In the meantime, I've already assembled a list of everyone in the Detroit area that's selling houses on land contract, and I'm going to call them and see what they'll take down and see if we can't get going the same thing. And stuff like that usually...
I was skeptical, but 3 months later he had 4 multi-unit apartment buildings. Sure, they were in bad parts of town, but he said the money was rolling in. So, not wanting to be left out, I borrowed $4 grand from a revolving credit line I had at the bank and went looking for houses. Her name was Helen and his name was Paul. Paul and Helen Smith. Their house was in a good enough area. The price was in my range. About the only thing on my mind was if they would take a land contract.
The house is in good shape. The roof is out.
Roof is good. We just put a new set of shingles on it last year. By the way, land contract would be fine with us.
All right. And just like that, I was a homeowner. I planned on putting the money I made toward finishing college. My parents had no idea what I was up to, but I just knew they'd be really impressed with my initiative and unique insight into the world of business and real estate.
You did what?
You bought a house. You better plan on moving into it.
It's gonna be great. Land contract payment's $260 a month. So if I charge the renters $460 a month, that's like 200 extra bucks I can put towards school. I mean, the renters are gonna pay for my school, the house. How's it get better than that?
They didn't like the idea at first, but what could they do? Everything was signed and I couldn't afford to actually live in the house. Besides, things were working out better than I could have imagined. I took an ad out in the paper, and before I knew it, potential renters were filing in. I was interviewing them right there in the front yard. Things were looking pretty good.
So what do you think?
Well, I'm not really working right now, but I have an application in at 7-Eleven. I know, like, if my boyfriend and like 9 of his friends move in, and then the rent would only be like $35 a month. That is so cheap.
Wow, the house is really super. It's really neat, you know. I like it a lot, you know. I mean, the rent though, you know, I mean, I got a job and all. I work at Taco Bell, you know. But my mom, I got ask her, you know, for a little help. I mean, I'm sure she would. It wouldn't be a problem. I mean, I'm sure, you know, she would help me. So, you know, yeah, but you know, I like it a lot though. It's really cool. Okay, well, I'll get back to you then. Okay, I'll be back. So, okay, I'll see you later then. Right? Okay, cool. All right. Okay, cool. Yeah.
John, I need a place to stay. I just got out of AA. I don't need a lot to eat because there's a pork chop in every bottle or can.
I'm gonna be straight with you, dude. You seem like a really cool guy, and I don't want any misunderstandings between the two of us. Dude, I sell drugs. Just weed and none of the hard shit, man.
Yeah, it looks like a nice place.
Yeah, I really like that one room. It would be perfect for the new baby.
I'm doing business here. Men are talking. Do you understand that? Men are talking. Anyway. Don't you look at me like that. Get your ass back to the car. I'll deal with you later. Like I was saying.
You're such a jerk!
What'd I do? What did I do? Come on, honey. Let's be friends.
What? You gotta be kidding me. This place is a fucking dump.
It's gonna be legal in a few years anyway, man. Have an open mind about this sort of thing. I think we could have something that could work out between us. Something that could be good for the both.
Hey, have you seen my bike? My bike was right here. I think someone stole my bike. It was right here. It was right here.
But little did I know that George and Cindy Kostreba were about to enter my life. And afterwards, I would never be quite the same.
We want to move in. First month's rent and security deposit, just like the sign said.
Well, I'm gonna need you guys to fill out.
I'm an assistant manager for Kmart for 8 years, and George is a full-time security guard at the Silverdome.
Hey, you like monster truck rallies?
Sure.
I can get you in for free. Pit passes and everything.
Then all I guess I really have to say is rent's due the first of every month. There's a $25 late fee, and no pets, okay?
Sounds good.
All right. Have fun.
Oh, John, you're doing great. He bought a house, he rents it to these nice people, and then he has money, uses it for school. Oh, yeah, he's very industrious. No, he has a girlfriend already. I'm sure she's very nice. I'm sure she's real nice. No, he's all set. He's got a girlfriend.
Yeah, Bob, he just went out and did it. Went out and bought a house, uses the rent to pay for a school. That boy's got a real eye on the future.
Yeah, the money started rolling in every month. $260 for Paul and Helen, $200 for me. George and Cindy were always on time. Sure, there were setbacks, like that roof Paul said was new, needed to be replaced, and the fact that Cindy and George got a dog. But what did I care? I was making extra money for college. Besides, that dog was cool as hell. If something went wrong with the house, George fixed it. Sometimes we'd even hang out a little and watch a movie. To be truthful, I was growing quite fond of my renters, and I think they felt the same about me.
you go.
Oh.
Hot dog, John?
Yeah, beer too if you got one.
Follow me.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. My cousin spent a year in Amsterdam. Brought back some shit you wouldn't believe.
Damn.
Yes, things were going well financially. And if truth be known, I did get some nice things for myself as well.
Hey, dude, I got your message. What's the matter? Everything is fucked. There's a ton of back taxes on these houses I didn't even know about. The interest on the land contract is killing me. These people that lived upstairs got mad because I evicted them, so they broke out all the windows in the fucking house, and they pissed all over the carpet. I'm losing everything.
And just like when Charlie found out the mouse died in Flowers for Algernon, I just knew that some bad shit was gonna start happening to me, too.
Hey.
We're a little short this month. George has been sick, and he hasn't worked at all for the last 2 weeks.
What's wrong with him?
Well, it started out like the flu, but now he's having problems with balance and swallowing. I'm taking him to the doctor's tomorrow.
Okay. No problem. Man. Hope you feel better, George.
Thanks.
They were such good renters that I didn't even mind when they were a little short. At first. But George was missing work, and each month I got less and less. It got to the point where I wasn't even getting enough to cover the land contract payment to Paul and Helen. I was left no choice. I simply had to lay down the law.
Listen, Cindy, this is a business. I can't go on paying for you to live here. I'm gonna have to ask you to either start paying the rent or move out. Hi. Listen, Cindy.
George is in the hospital.
What?
I don't know what's wrong with him. We have no money. We have nowhere to go. You're probably gonna kick us out.
No.
Why is this happening to us?
No one's getting kicked out. No one's getting kicked out. I'll keep track of everything. And you and George can pay me back when he gets on his feet.
Time passed. George only got worse. The doctors couldn't even figure out what was wrong with him. I couldn't bring myself to put them out on the street, so I kept getting cash advances to make the land contract payment. George and Cindy could pay me back when he was back to work. I did this for as long as I could, but before too long, my house of cards came crumbling down.
Hey pal, we want to use this machine today too.
Just a minute. Asshole.
I really was not prepared for George to die. Cindy told me that George only weighed 100 pounds, that he was in so much pain that he begged her to let him die, and that she had to fight with the doctors to get them to pull the plug. With all the shit she was going through, I just couldn't bring myself to mention the money. Besides, I was so far in debt that it was practically pointless anyway.
George was a good man. I'm sorry about your loss.
You are the best landlord in the world.
It occurred to me that if your renters think you're the best landlord in the world, maybe you should look for a different line of work. With bills piling up and no money coming in, there seemed little hope. I had to go to Paul and Helen and just give them the house back. I couldn't sell it for what I owed, and making more payments was out of the question.
Sorry it didn't work out for you, John.
You can't be a wimp in this business. Should have kicked them out the first sign of trouble.
So, with no money at all, Michigan National, Visa, MasterCard, and Discover calling twice a day, there was only one thing left to do. I went to see a bankruptcy lawyer.
You know, I really never thought anything like this would happen to me. Guess I just, I feel like such a loser.
Well, that's natural. Singable, you wouldn't appreciate it. I can just tell. All right, well, listen up. Take the case. It's gonna be $800. I'll need $300 up front. The rest we pay after we're finished. See Sally on the way out. On the way out.
So, I went down to the McNamara building in Detroit, waited in line with the rest of the losers, got my turn, and just like that, it was over. For the next 7 years, I would be a fiscal leper. And some of those nice things that I got for myself were repossessed.
And that's what brought me here today.
So did you file Chapter 7 then?
No. Chapter 11.
Man, you know, what you did there, that was real nice, man. Real human.
Suppose.
unfortunately, you know, there is just no way that we're gonna be able to finance a car for you. I'm, you know, sorry, man. I'm just, you know. Hey there, looking for something sporty?
Hey, can you help me out? Trying to get enough together for a sandwich.
Well, maybe I can help you out.
Gave this bum my last $10 and contemplated my good fortune.
Yeah, I got a day job. I work in a shoe store right now, but what I really want to do Well, since my baby left me, I found a new place to dwell. It's down at the end of Lonely Street. That's a Heartbreak Hotel where I'll be so lonely, baby. I'll be so lonely. I'll be so lonely. I could die.
Awesome. Excellent. Oh,